I kind of bought into this preconceived notion that, Ryan Miller could be difficult to deal with, that maybe there was an attitude issue, that, just a difficult guy that wasn't a ton of fun to be around. I'm not sure he's the most fun guy to be around, but he has been nothing but professional. I find him fascinating on some levels. If you ever are able to pull him away from the scrum and the drudgery of, your next opponent, what about this or that, or the X and O's after a game, the immediate aftermath. But if you ever just get a chance to chat with this guy, and I remember some point last year when Dominik Hasek was going into the Hockey Hall of Fame, and I just had this conversation, and it wasn't even on the, just two guys chatting hockey in the Canucks locker room. I wasn't going to use the interview, but just talking about trying to follow a guy like Hasek in those footsteps in Buffalo and becoming the next great goaltender in a city like that one. And Ryan Miller, he just lit up, and I haven't seen him do that an awful lot, but we had this fascinating chat about, the time, and it was limited, that he had spent around Hasek, but again, just kind of, trying to live up to the expectations of the next guy there in a city like that one. But I found him terrific to deal with, and I guess I've been a little bit surprised by that. To me, he's the most interesting character in that Canucks locker room, and I can tell you, a couple of days ago, we just started chatting about the protests in Iceland. He is a smart cat, yep. and he has a wide world view. And we were talking about Edmonton while you were going on there, and I thought, in a different area, you would have had a chance to get to know that guy and get a fuller appreciation of what he was all about, and, a more well-rounded view. And I think we've really lost something. And I think it's too bad, because I don't sense there's been a deep connection between Miller and this market. And like I said, I think that's too bad, because he's an interesting cat, and he's held up his end of the bargain on the ice